Derby County are set to complete the signing of Liverpool under-21 left-back Owen Beck, who is going to join Derby County on loan for the 2025-26 season. It is expected that he'll undergo his medical later this week, and as we all know, Owen Beck played for John Eustace at Blackburn last year and was very, very keen to play under him again at Derby County. Now, for me, this is an absolutely huge move for Derby County, and one which will see them move much further forward in the ranks of the Championship. But will it be one which takes them to the next steps of the division? Obviously, last season, Derby County were in a relegation battle, but they'll be hoping that they can push further forward this summer with transfers like this one of Owen Beck, who is 22 years of age, standing at 1.77 metres tall and a left back, looking to take over from that position of Craig Forsyth and a Callum Elder, currently valued at €1.3 million, and Derby County will be his destination. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments if you have not done so already. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell. But let's get into it. Do you want to win yourself the brand new Derby County 2025-26 home shirt? Well, I'm here to give you an opportunity to do that. There will be a link down in the description where you can head on over to raffle.com to join a raffle where you can win the Derby County home shirt. Ticket prices start at just £1 with a range of different discounts available. You can buy 2 tickets, get 2 free, 5 tickets, get 5 free, 10 tickets, get 10 free, and 15 tickets to get 15 free. The intention with this is to give you guys the opportunity to win a Derby County shirt for less than the valued cost in the shop. So if you haven't done so already, head on down to the description, click on the link in the description, which will take you over to raffle.com, create yourself an account, answer the question, and join this raffle. The winner will be announced on August 1st at 6 p.m. as the transfer window begins to draw to a close. So if you haven't done so already, head on over there and get your tickets. Owen Beck, at 22 years of age, is finding himself in that type of area of his career where he's got a long way to go, but ultimately he needs to find a home. Obviously, currently finds himself at Liverpool, where I believe he's contracted until the end of this upcoming season. But over the course of recent years, he's spent time out on loan at the likes of Bolton Wanderers, at the likes of Blackburn Rovers and Dundee FC. Now, he's looking like he's going to be set for another loan spell to Derby County this summer, and that's going to be a very, very interesting one. Now, across the course of last year, he played 25 times for Blackburn Rovers senior team, where he scored 1 goal in 1,900 minutes, collecting 3 yellow cards and 1 red. Now, obviously, when you look at someone along the lines of Owen Beck, you look at their history, you look at where they've been, you look at whether they've made their debut for the first team, which obviously he has done for the moment at Liverpool as well as at Blackburn and Dundee. I believe he also spent time in Portugal with one of Liverpool's feeder teams, which is obviously a brilliant experience for him. Now, he is under 21 Wales international. I'm not entirely sure if he's been called up to the senior team yet, but I believe he is sort of on the periphery of being involved in that setup, and that'll obviously come when he gets that first team football, and he's been sort of in the right places over the course of the last few years, with obviously the spell at Dundee, the spell then at Blackburn, and looks like now he's going to be heading to Derby County. Now, according to that of John Percy, he will undergo his medical later this week, which I think is obviously a really important move. He may be in the door for the Burton Albion this weekend, the friendly, which will obviously be really interesting to keep an eye on. Now, if we look across the course of his career as a whole, he's played 141 games across the course of youth and senior football, with 5 goals, 18 assists, 13 yellow cards and 2 reds, with 10,834 total minutes played. Now, as mentioned earlier, he's played for Liverpool's under-23s 54 times. He played for Dundee 28, Blackburn 25. He made 9 appearances for Bolton, and he did go to the Portuguese league for a team called Famalicão, which obviously is a very interesting move for him, but he didn't go on to make an appearance. Now, the big thing about this for me as a Derby County fan is that sort of move to try and sort of replace the likes of Callum Elder and Craig Forsyth. I think this is obviously a really good move for Derby. Can play all the way up the left-hand side, whether that be left back, left wing back or left wing. And I think it's very, very important that Derby County get a deal like this done. It was only a few years ago that Derby County had Hayden Roberts on loan in the similar position, who could play all up the left-hand side, and Hayden Roberts could also play at centre-half. And I think it's really important that Derby County are going to get this deal done with Owen Beck. It was obviously one that's been reported quite a bit over the course of the last few weeks, and I think it's a very, very good move for Derby. I did speak about it earlier on in the window when it was first announced that Derby County were linked with him, and I think it's one of those moves that John Eustace is going and getting players that he knows, that he can trust, and that he knows will perform at this level. And I think that is, I think that's smart. I think it's unbelievable. Now, a lot of people are going to look at it and sort of go, but look at what Paul Warne did, bringing in Rotherham players. But for me, that's very, very different. Blackburn Rovers were challenging for the playoffs under John Eustace, whereas Rotherham United were challenging relegation under Paul Warne. Now, if we look at a couple of the opinions from Derby County fans, it looks like it's going to be it's a move that they're very excited about, and it's one which I'm particularly pleased with as well. I certainly think this is a great move by Derby. I think it's one which over the course of the season will certainly sort of progress itself to be one of the best moves that we make this summer, in my opinion, because something we've been missing over the years is that sort of those young fullbacks. And I know we've got Kane Wilson at right back, right wing back. I know we obviously had Hayden Roberts a couple of years ago, but our own sort of left wing back, our own sort of right wing back that's very young and can obviously go and do those things that maybe Craig Forsyth can't do anymore. Maybe Callum Elder is coming to the point of his career where he maybe can't do it as well. And obviously that's something which John Eustace has been looking to address this summer. And for me, this is going to be an excellent move. Now, you can obviously let me know your thoughts on this down in the comments. I think it's a smart one by John Eustace. I think it's certainly a deal which Derby County needed to get done early doors. Obviously, with the re-signing of Craig Forsyth and obviously having Callum Elder still in the building, it's one of those where I think Owen Beck will certainly be one of the number one options in that left-back position. I think it gives Forsyth the opportunity to maybe take a step back on his playing role and potentially be a sort of backup centre-back option, but we're going to have to wait and see on that one until the season gets going. Now, you can obviously let me know your thoughts on that down in the comments. If you have not done so already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell, and I'll catch you in my next video tomorrow morning. Do you want to win yourself the brand new Derby County 2025-26 home shirt? Well, I'm here to give you an opportunity to do that. There will be a link down in the description where you can head on over to raffle.com to join a raffle where you can win the Derby County home shirt. Ticket prices start at just £1 with a range of different discounts available. You can buy 2 tickets, get 2 free, 5 tickets, get 5 free, 10 tickets, get 10 free, and 15 tickets to get 15 free. The intention with this is to give you guys the opportunity to win a Derby County shirt for less than the valued cost in the shop. So if you haven't done so already, head on down to the description, click on the link in the description which will take you over to raffle.com, create yourself an account, answer the question and join this raffle. The winner will be announced on August 1st at 6 p.m. as the transfer window begins to draw to a close. So if you haven't done so already, head on over there and get your tickets.